Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the CTKS method. A very happy new year everyone. When we look into Bitcoin, we saw at this stage of the halving cycle we were under negative price momentum, and it looks like it might start to be turning around. Bitcoin is currently 94,622. Level 1 and Level 2 standard certification already give us the lines and we can look forward to the right. That is, we know where the support and the resistance levels are, how strong they are, how far apart they are, and so many other things. In the last video, I said the two key levels that we needed to keep our eye on were 95,786 and 90,632. We were at this point in the last video. Let's pop on the indicator from the service and see what is cooking in crypto land. One of the things that we saw, we came up and challenged this 95,786 structural resistance level, but we couldn't get a structural pass above. That created negative structural attraction back to the 92,732 level. Because we were expecting a structural overshoot at the 93,684. Understanding where the gaps are inside price momentum is really important. And we can see right now at the recording of this video, Bitcoin is 94,590. The two key levels to watch are still that 95,786, but we now have a higher one at 92,732. If we get above 95,786, that's bullish price momentum. And at this stage of the halving cycle, that is on the cards. But just be aware, markets are interdependent. If we get the bears taking control, they'll seek to push it below this 93,684 and then below 92,732, challenging that 90,632 level. Please let me know in the comments, do you think the bears are going to get a control over Bitcoin or the bulls? And again, Happy New Year, everyone. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index is currently 66, which is registering greed. We've got a slight uptick in optimism. There's been $127.88 million worth of liquidations, and still the vast majority are long, but the shorts are starting to catch up. If you're only in the crypto market, you probably think that crypto is independent of all other markets and has nothing to do with the VIX or the S&P 500, the DXY, dollar yen, government bonds, the 10, the 2, or anything like crude oil. But there's a rub. What you will find when you look at these row ones is that you will see that Bitcoin is inversely related to the VIX. Now, what does this mean? The VIX measures volatility, forward volatility in the S&P 500. And it typically, what happens is when the VIX spikes, the S&P 500 comes down. You can see that when the VIX comes down, Bitcoin goes up, and vice versa. Let me just invert that again for you. This is a very good signal, and one that a lot of people have no knowledge about whatsoever. You really need to understand the cross relationships between the components of the cheat sheet. If you would like the watch list across all the different rows of the cheat sheet, it's in the description of this video. One of the things that we need to look at is when the VIX comes down, you've actually seen already that there's that inverted directional correlation. If the VIX comes down, we expect Bitcoin and the stock market to go up. When the VIX comes down, we also anticipate that the futures of the major indices will start to come up, and that's what we've seen recently in the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Dow, and the Russell. Admittedly, it hasn't come up that much, but it has come up. And you can see Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravitational pull. This is a very important relationship for people to understand. A lot of people think that crypto and the stock market have nothing to do with each other. This is a huge mistake. The stock market is pretty damn lazy when it comes or compares to crypto. Crypto, this blue line, this is Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin is traveling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it gives us a fairly good risk on or risk off indication inside the main markets. And we can see recently MicroStrategy and Tesla have been hit. But we can also see during the trading hours of the stock market, Bitcoin was coming down. Now it's starting to turn around. And looking a little bit more deeply into the crypto market for the best performers, upper bank versus lower bank, we can see XRP is doing quite well, ADA is doing well, and Litecoin is doing well. On the lower bank, Pepe, WIF, and Bonk. So basically, we've seen a bit of a capital rotation between the memes and XRP and ADA. Getting a degree of directional bias, we still may have a little bit of negative momentum inside the market, so please be aware of that. But if we follow past halving cycles, we're in for a bit of a kick up over time, and that would be quite nice. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.